How's it going, fight fans? Welcome to Mind for Combat. If you're new to this channel, my name's Rohan. This is my platform where I do MMA and boxing related content. And if you're new here, why don't you support me to grow my platform? All you have to do is hit the subscribe button down below, like the video, and maybe get involved in the conversation in the comment section below. Share out the video to your friends and fans who may be fight fans. That's it. Anyways, for this video, I'm going to be staking the blindly obvious. And actually, if you read the title, you're probably thinking, well, what's the need for this video? Unless something significant has changed since I made this video. I'm recording it on Saturday, and it'll be up on, I'm hoping, Monday. If it's not up on Monday, I might look a bit dumb now, so I better make sure it is. It seems like, for some reason, the announcement of Khabib Nurmagomedov and Tony Ferguson is just not being made. Obviously, Khabib has said that he has interest in fighting Georges St. Pierre. After the fight, when he was asked about Tony Ferguson, he said his next fight is going to be, obviously, his burgers and double cheese, whatever. That's fine, no problem. I'm a huge Khabib fan. You won a great fight at Dustin Poirier, no problem. And Dana White has even come out and said that Georges St. Pierre could potentially be an option next. And of course, we already know that Georges St. Pierre has said that he would want the fight. That's the legacy fight that he feels like he wants. So coming into this video, I'm going to be giving you guys 4 reasons as to why Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Tony Ferguson is the only fight to make and the only fight for us fans that we even care to see at lightweight right now for the world title. So let's get into it, guys. So number 4, it is the money fight. Okay. Conor McGregor has already fought Khabib Nurmagomedov. He lost to Khabib Nurmagomedov. The lineal championship status also lies with Khabib Nurmagomedov. That being said, there aren't fans clamoring to see the Khabib Nurmagomedov and Conor McGregor rematch. There's not. There's just not. I'm sure the fight will sell because of the personal animosity, but this is the money fight. This is the money fight that everyone is talking about. When it comes to money fight, you're talking about huge mass attraction and appeal. Well, the casuals have interest in Khabib Nurmagomedov, and the casuals know who Tony Ferguson is by now because every time Khabib's mentioned, Tony is right there with him. This is the money fight, okay? Number 3, for the credibility of the sport. As a mixed martial arts enthusiast and as a fight fan in general, as a combat sports fan in general, the consensus is if UFC is not to go down the route of WWE, it needs to operate in a way that demonstrates credibility for the sport. Credibility for the sport is the best fighters fighting the best fighters, and that's how UFC sold themselves years ago. Well, there is no question who the 2 best fighters in lightweight are. It's the 2 guys who have the longest win streaks in lightweight history. Khabib Nurmagomedov and Tony Ferguson are both 12-0 in the UFC's lightweight division. Well, Tony Ferguson's obviously lost to Michael Johnson, but he's won 12 in a row. Khabib Nurmagomedov is 12-0. All right? This is the fight that for the credibility of sport needs to happen. There's absolutely no chance in hell that any other fight makes any sense at 155. If you're going to try and sell us the fight that the winner of this fight is the best 155er in the world, then it has to be this one. Anything else is absolute bullshit. It doesn't make sense. This is the fight. If UFC as a promotion, and if mixed martial arts is to be taken seriously on the mainstream, by the mainstream media, by people, by the masses, it needs to be the best fighters fighting the best fighters. Obviously, there's stupid fights all the time. There's stupid fights in the world of boxing. There's stupid fights in Bellator. There's stupid fights in UFC, for example. But this should be the logical next fight for the sport to have any ounce of credibility remaining. Obviously, the whole thing happened with CM Punk, all of that nonsense. There's obviously the rematch coming up with KSI and Logan Paul. I'm actually going to do a breakdown for that. I'm sure that will get me some views. But when we're getting serious and talking about credibility for the sport, this is the fight that we need to have next, guys. This is the one, okay? Next. The fighters want it. Every fighter involved at number 2 wants it. So Khabib Nurmagomedov has said how much he respects Tony Ferguson. Obviously, he's talking about wanting to fight Georges St. Pierre as well, but Tony Ferguson is always mentioned. Tony Ferguson has made it clear he wants Khabib Nurmagomedov next, all right? Georges St. Pierre has gone as far as to say he is happy for Tony Ferguson to get that next title shot. Every fighter in this scenario has said they want it. The fighters are happy with it. Even Georges St. Pierre is happy to let Tony Ferguson pass him up because it's the correct thing to do. The fighters want it. Okay? What more do you guys want? At number 1, most importantly, is the backbone of any organization, any martial arts promotion, any realm, any business in any realm of the entertainment business. Is us, the fans who watch and support the product. We, the fans, want it. There is mass request for this fight now, okay? Tony Ferguson and Khabib Nurmagomedov is the only fight we want. Khabib Nurmagomedov has looked absolutely incredible, being unstoppable in 28 fights. Well, all of us feel like the only guy that could beat Khabib Nurmagomedov is a guy who could also wrestle, a guy who has great Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and is dangerous off his back, a guy who has great conditioning, and a guy who has great stand-up. That's Tony Ferguson. He checks all those boxes. We as the fight fan and the fight community want this fight. We don't want Georges St. Pierre at 39 years old to make the first ever cut to 155 pounds in his life and take on the 28-0 Khabib Nurmagomedov. We don't want to see Conor McGregor, after being dominated thoroughly, taking over a year off, coming back and getting a rematch with Khabib Nurmagomedov, who's just fought again in that time. We don't want that. What we want is the best to fight the best. The best to fight the best is Khabib Nurmagomedov and Tony Ferguson. That's the only fight that we care to see next. So the fans want it, and that's the most important thing here. So just to just to summarize, this is the money fight. Okay, this is for the credibility of the sport. This is the fight that the fighters want, and this is the fight that the fans want. So fight fans, why don't you comment below? Let me know what you thought about the video, and if you want to see more videos like this where I give my opinions on stuff like this that's kind of frustrated me, and just kind of talk to you guys about it. And let me know why you think this fight should be next, and if this fight shouldn't be next, and if you are happy to lean on GSP to get the next fight, well, tell me why you have such a silly opinion. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching, guys. My name's Rohan. If you're new to the channel, my name's Rohan. It's Mind for Combat. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that jazz. Thank you for watching, guys. Mind for Combat.